Hello guys, today we're talking about nintendrones. Of course these people are on the internet. These people have basically shaped our culture over the past decade. They're the ones who will bash AAA games for being too similar to each other. But then they'll buy Mario Party 69 and say it's a perfect game because Nintendo made it. Okay, today we're talking about the nintendrones and the hypocrisy. Okay, the first thing is that they complain about AAA games being too similar. Okay, we all heard the memes. They say Call of Duty's the same game every year. Overwatch the 2 is too similar to Overwatch 1. Okay, and I can just use a billion examples. Halo is the same thing. How could you guys buy it? Or Battlefield or any big shooter franchise. Okay, but can you tell me the differences between Pokemon Sword and Shield and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Remix besides the chibi art style and Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Sun and Moon? Well, all those games revolve around turn-based combat. You have 4 moves per Pokemon. Yes, I watched the Arceus trailer, and guess what? It's the same turn-based JRPG that we're all accustomed to. No real innovation. The only addition is gimmicks. Okay? And the only new additions to the franchise are gimmicks. But then you guys say, we'll rag on Call of Duty for being the same game every year. Okay? It is completely ridiculous how you guys think. Okay? Call of Duty is the same game every year, according to us. Call of Duty is the same game every year because it's an FPS game. Of course, it's the same game every year. It has guns. Okay, so does Pokemon. Okay, so does Pokemon. Okay, so does Pokemon. Okay, all the Pokemon games since X and Y, by your logic, have been the same games. The only difference is the generational gimmick they add per game. Mega Evolutions, Z-Moves, and now Gigantamax and Dynamax. They're all gimmicks, but they're selling you the same exact game over and over and over again. Okay, now let's get to Mario. Okay. Let's just look at Mario sports games. They like to rag on FIFA and Madden, although the we watch it is. I still rag on them, but you guys have to admit the fact that Mario Sports is roster changes as well. Okay, it's not yearly roster changes, so Nintendo can get away with it. Nintendo can get away with it because Nintendo does not make Mario Tennis every year. Does not make Mario Golf every year or Mario Sports every year. Okay, but what are the Mario Sports games? Well, guess what? Guess what the Mario Sports games are? They're the same game every year, every time, and they're just roster expansions, okay? The same thing can be said with Super Smash Bros. By your logic, Smash Bros. Is a generational roster expansion, okay? By your guys' logic, by the Nintendrone logic. I don't know why Nintendo is exempt from this argument. The only series that has changed from entry to entry is Zelda. Okay, and 3D Mario. With the exception of Mario 3D Land and 3D World, every 3D Mario game has been different. Okay, as some are different worlds, different gameplay, but Call of Duty has done that too. Call of Duty's campaigns, okay, do the same thing. They have different storylines. They have different, characters. They have unique and pretty greatly developed characters. Same thing of Halo and Battlefield. And now Overwatch and Titanfall are doing the same thing too. But they're the same games every year because they have guns. Because they have guns, they're the same game every year. But then you guys are fucking worship Splatoon, which is basically Splatoon 1 and 2 are basically the same game. Okay? Same game. Splatoon 1 and 2. By your logic, it's basically Call of Duty. Except Nintendo does not release it yearly. If we're gonna say Overwatch 1 is too similar to Overwatch 2, we gotta say Splatoon 1 is too similar to Splatoon 2. But Nintendo fanboys will never admit the fact that Nintendo's giving you the same game over and over and over again. Because it's Nintendo. They're amazing because that's what they do, okay? They don't need to change it. It's a formula. But then they'll rag on every other AAA company and say they make the same games every year. But then they'll worship Nintendo. They'll kiss Atlus's ass. They'll kiss Square Enix's ass and Capcom's ass and call them the greatest companies of all time. We don't even have to talk about Nintendo anymore. We can talk about Capcom. They'll say how great Monster Hunter is, but Monster Hunter has been the same game since the first game. Okay? But then they'll rag on Call of Duty for being the same game. Okay? What do you do with Monster Hunter? Look at the title, it's obvious. Look at the fucking title, it's fucking obvious. You hunt monsters. Okay? Street Fighter. Same game. There's two people, they fight on screen and they beat each other up. Okay? Same game. Okay, but you guys call those masterpieces, but you guys will rip on Call of Duty for being the same game. I can see the complaints of Call of Duty for the servers being broken or something like that, but being the same game every year is a stupid argument because you guys literally kiss Square Enix's ass for Final Fantasy, okay? And Capcom, especially early Final Fantasy and Mega Man. Yes, Final Fantasy had different storylines, so it gets a pass, but Mega Man is basically the same game every time, okay? But you guys call Mega Man a classic, but Call of Duty cannot be classic because it's not the same game because it's the same game every year. But Mega Man did exactly that. Mega Man had a yearly release schedule. A game came out every year. All they did was change the power of Robot Masters and called it a new game, okay? If you look at Call of Duty had a game that basically revolutionized FPS games forever, and that game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. But apparently all Call of Duty games suck according to nintendrones, but then they'll of course ignore the fact that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is considered by many people one of the greatest games of all time because of how it changed FPS games alongside Halo 3 and Bioshock, which all came out in the same year. Yeah. But I guess we gotta use the same logic for Mario then. Mario was a very innovative game. The first one. Mario 64 was as well. Okay? Ever since those games came out, many Mario games use the same formula every game. Okay? Same formula. But according to you nintendrones, okay, according to you guys, okay, Mario is a classic, and Call of Duty for Modern Warfare sucks because it hasn't gone. It's the same game as every other Call of Duty game. There is no differences whatsoever, and Mario is king. Okay? Okay? That is your logic. That is your logic here. I don't really care for Call of Duty. I played World War II. I might get Cold War, but I only bought World War II because I wanted to do the historical. Because I wanted to play a World War II game, and there was no other options. So, on the Xbox One. So, but you guys will rag on FPS games being too similar. Okay, but you guys practically worship collectathons and platformers. Okay, let's look at Banjo-Kazooie, okay, Bubsy 3D, Crash Bandicoot, Mario 64, and Sonic Adventure. All of them have a very similar formula. Okay, if we're gonna use your logic, they're all the same game. Okay, they're all the same game, and all the other forgotten platformers in the 90s as well. Okay, I only put five of the most infamous ones like Bubsy 3D and the most popular ones. Okay, in the 90s, I bet instead of the FPS phenomenon in the 2000s, we had the platformers phenomenon. Okay, I bet the same people, including yourself, will be complaining there's too many platformers. There's too many platformers out there. Okay, you guys will be complaining about there being too many platformers out there. Like, it is completely ridiculous how you guys think. Okay. nintendrones. First of all, you have to, and Nintendo did this once themselves as well. Mario Party. We all know Mario Party. Mario Party 1 through 8 was on a yearly release. Mario Party 1 through 7 was on a yearly release schedule. But nobody complained about that because it was Nintendo doing it. But once Activision and Ubisoft did it, it was apparently a wrong thing to do. It was apparently a wrong thing to do to have a formula in a game. Okay? A formula that works. For example, Call of Duty is the same. is quote unquote the same game every year, but then they'll buy 40 million copies of New Super Mario Bros. DS, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, 10 million copies of New Super Mario Bros. 2, and also one of the best selling Wii U games, New Super Mario Bros. U. And let's not forget, nearly 10 million of you guys bought a $60 port of that said Wii U game, okay? And we can go back to Pokemon, okay? Pokemon is releasing a game in 2021 and 2022. They're basically the same game. But you guys will call them masterpieces because Nintendo made them. Okay? You guys will call these games masterpieces just because Nintendo made them. For example, Splatoon 3 will probably be no different than Splatoon 2. Okay? Not much difference between those games besides story-wise. Basically, Call of Duty, basically how you guys describe Call of Duty, but you guys will suck up to Nintendo and buy 11.90 million copies of Splatoon 2, but then you guys will rag on Call of Duty. That's like Call of Duty games. That's why they don't put Call of Duty on Nintendo consoles anymore. Because you guys will throw a temper tantrum and say, why is Nintendo supporting the Call of Duty? Why? How dare they put Call of Duty on the platforms? Okay, do you know which games are not selling on the Switch? Of course, Skyrim, Overwatch, Doom, okay, The Witcher 3, all AAA third-party games. Okay? Because you guys will not buy them because you guys hate them so much. That's why there's no third-party games outside of stupid indie games that no one's gonna play and kiddie platformers because you guys won't buy anything besides that. Okay? You guys won't buy anything about that. And I'm sorry I offended someone. Okay? I am sorry that I offended a Nintendo drone, which I bet they could come in the comments and defend Nintendo. Okay? I like Nintendo as much as everybody else. But come on, you gotta let go of this whole hatred of Call of Duty. Like, come on. Okay, you guys will literally you guys will literally say, oh my god, Nintendo released $60 ports of a 20-year-old game, of 20-year-old games, but they'll hate Call of Duty. Okay? And then Nintendrones. Okay? This game. Okay? This game. Nintendrones. You guys are gonna rip on Call of Duty for being the same game every year, but it's okay for Nintendo to re-release free Mario games, $60 on the limited time only, but Call of Duty's the bad guy here. Call of Duty's the bad guy here, according to you guys. According to you guys, Call of Duty is the bad guy. Okay? Call of Duty is the bad guy, according to you guys. Super Mario, Mario's innovative, so of course Mario can't be bad. Even though Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare has been constantly praised by Suda, for revolutionizing online, on consoles, just like Halo did in 2001. Okay. Okay. The game Call of Duty Modern Warfare gained universal acclaim. Okay. But then you guys go on the top sites like the top 10s and other sites and cry and whine about Modern Warfare, the first one, and Modern Warfare 2, both games that are critically acclaimed by people back in the day. But you guys will worship and, buy the same games every year. You'll buy Mario, 600 because, but Mario, even though it's the same game, Mario, okay, what is Mario's spot is? Okay, Mario is more unoriginal Call of Duty nowadays. Mario's plots out, Peach gets kidnapped by Bowser, Mario must go through 8 worlds to save Peach, and Mario must save Peach with a variety of power-ups and beat Bowser. Okay, that describes the new Super Mario Bros. Series in a nutshell. Okay, but that will sell 10 million copies, and no one complains about the new Super Mario Bros. Series. No one complains about Pokemon. Okay, I can describe Pokemon here. Okay, go through 8 gyms or trials in Sun and Moon. Okay, and you be a champion and become a champion of that region. Okay, same game since 1996. But you guys call that innovative. You guys call that innovative. Oh, but they added Mega Evolutions and Z-Moves, and they added Gigantamax. Gimmicks, but they added gimmicks, so they're not the same game every year. Okay, they're not the same game every year. Okay, but they cut half the Pokédex. That means they're not the same game every year, according to you guys. Okay, okay. Splatoon 1 and 2. Okay, what do you do in Splatoon 1 and 2? You basically color all out of your side until one side wins. And whoever has the most wins. Same game in 1 and 2. But there's crickets of Splatoon. I think the whole problem with Call of Duty with these guys stems from its yearly release schedule. If Call of Duty released every couple of years, I bet you guys wouldn't be crying and whining to treat Call of Duty the same way you treat Mario and Splatoon. Okay? Okay, but the fact that Call of Duty releases every year, even though Pokemon did the same exact thing back in the day, and Mario Party, especially the classics like Mega Man, okay? Mega Man, okay? I'm gonna show you Mega Man's release schedule and Pokemon's release schedule. So we have Mega Man video game series. Okay, oh, they actually are still making Mega Man games. I'm surprised that it's not a dead series. But you guys all say Mega Man. And then we got Mega Man. Okay. From 1987 to 1997, Mega Man had a yearly release schedule. Okay. Same thing with Mega Man X. Okay. Mega Man X had a yearly release schedule alongside Mega Man. Okay. But these are supposed classics. We can't complain about the classics. Okay. Because you guys love Mega Man, okay? You guys won't shut up about how you wanted Mega Man in Smash Brothers, okay? But Mega Man had the same yearly release schedule as Call of Duty, okay? Same yearly release schedule of Mega Man, okay? Let's look at Nintendo's release schedule. Nintendo releases like 2-3 Mario games every year, okay? But no one complains about that, except for the people who love Nintendo's underrated franchises. And I've been begging Nintendo to release another game in those underrated franchises. Okay, then let's go to Pokemon. Okay, I think Pokemon's arguably even worse than Mega Man. Okay, Pokemon. Okay, here is the Pokemon release schedule. Okay, and with the exception of releases like that Pokemon nearly has a yearly release schedule. Okay, and Pokemon Sword and Shield, there was no new game, but there was still DLC. Okay, and 2015 was the last true year without a new Pokemon game. And 2011. But 2011, that was because Pokemon Black and White released in Japan in 2010 and the West in 2011. Okay, I believe that's how it was. Same thing with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And some other games, like Emerald, was released in 2005 in the West, but all in the same year in Japan. Okay, yeah. Because Pokemon used to have a very weird release schedule. Okay, Pokemon Red and Blue and Green did not come until 1998. But Pokemon used to have a weird release schedule. Okay, it used to release like a year later in the West compared to the East. Until that schedule was broken in X and Y. When they realized how big Pokemon was in the West, they started making them simultaneous releases. But Pokemon, ever since Sun and Moon, has been a yearly release. 2020, they just didn't put there was no Pokemon release because there was the Sword and Shield DLCs. So 2019 to 2020 was just releases for Pokemon Sword and Shield. But you can really see here, okay, that Pokemon is basically a yearly release schedule. Okay, but you guys complain about Call of Duty. You guys hate Call of Duty so much. But Pokemon has not really changed. Here's Pokemon Red and Blue. Let's go to Sword and Shield. Okay. Oh, look, it's the same game. It's the same game. It's the same fucking goddamn game. Okay? Yeah. But yep, I think I'm done. Because I think I made my point in this video. Okay? I haven't really played video games that much in the past week. But it's just completely sad how you guys still out complaining about Call of Duty being the same game every year. You guys complain about the Call of Duty fan base. I already got on the fan bases already. The Smash Bros. Community, the Pokemon community, okay? Two of the worst gaming communities in the world, but of course, they're not as bad as Call of Duty's community, which is not as bad as Smash Bros. Community is now. Okay? At least Smash Bros. Community doesn't have pedophiles. Yep, that's it.